Valley Club, there's a lot of great champions in Raid Shadow Legends, but some of these legendaries and epic characters are going to be harder to obtain, but the rares, not as hard. So we're going to break down the best rare champions in Raid Shadow Legends for 2025. If you're ready to see who they are, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin Raid channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready to learn about the best raiders that you can farm and build for 2025. But I do want to give a big shout out to the folks over at Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and giving me a code that you can get 4 epic characters for free and 2 legendary characters within your first week of play. And if you scan the QR code up there or click on the link down in the description, if you're a brand new player, in your account, day 1, you're gonna get Uugo, one of the best epic support champions out there. Then at level 25, you're gonna get Tagoar, another great epic support champion. Level 45 is when you're gonna get Rector, Drath for free. And at level 50, you will unlock Mausoleum Mage, another great epic champion. If you check out the video that I did earlier this week, it's actually the first video on this channel. You'll see how to get those 2 free legendary characters within your first week of play. Now, if we go into the game right now, see what our roster is. We don't have Alice yet, which is that second legendary character that you can unlock within your first week. It's a free login bonus. Play for 7 days, you get her unlocked for free. We don't even have her unlocked yet because this account is so brand new. It's not even a week old, but these are the characters that we do have unlocked. Obviously, Kale, our starter champion, Monkey King, who is the character that we use that code on. You do need to use that code within the first 24 hours. Monkey King is that code to get you Sun Wukong, great legendary character. Uugo is the character that we got right away by using that download link. We also got Tagoar at level 25. We're working on War Maiden, which is a character that we got for free by just farming the campaigns. Another character that we use the code for is Bellower. We're going to talk about both Bellower and War Maiden as we discuss the best rare champions in Raid Shadow Legends. Now, normally the legendaries, epics are going to be better than the rares, but the rares that we're going to discuss in this video are better than some of the legendaries and epics out there. And the benefit of having a rare champion is very good. They're going to be easy to rank up because if you've been playing Raid, you know that some of these epics, legendaries, as good as they are, they're harder to build up. They're harder to get their skills ranked up for. So you may want to consider building these rare champions as you start to get some of these more rare resources to build up your epics and legendaries. Let's start with this list of some characters that I did have on some of my previous accounts. First character that I do want to mention is from the High Elf category, and it is this guy, Apothecary. Now, we don't have him unlocked on this account, but on one of our previous accounts, we did have him unlocked. And why Apothecary is so good, because this is a turn-based game, and he manipulates the turn meter. It fills the speed bar of all allies by 15%. Very, very strong. Also has some healing, which helps your champion survive a little bit longer. Very, very versatile champion. He's useful in arena, clan boss battles, dungeon progression, and his A1 attack, triple skill, means he's very good for maximizing clan boss damage. So very, very good champion, and also very good in the later stages of the game. Also in the High Elves is Reliquary Tender, which means if you pull both this character and Paragon, you can use them in the faction wars together. And she has a very, very strong revive. Revives an ally 30% HP, fills their turn meter by 30%. Very, very strong. And help you get 3 stars on some of these difficult faction war stages there. Very, very strong rare for you there. Also has a team cleanse, clears all debuffs from allies, places a 15% heal buff on them for 2 turns, so very, very strong. And she also works very good in the mid game, helping you to get through a lot of these mid game stages. So not just for the early game, if you do manage to pull Liquidity Tender, make sure you save her. Don't sacrifice her to build up other champions. Now, War Maiden is a character that we have unlocked on this account. I had her unlocked on previous accounts. And one of the reasons she is so good, she's very, very easily accessible. She can be acquired from farming the Deadlands campaign, and duplicates of her, you could use her to upgrade her skills, which is kind of an alternative to using your rail skill tomes. She has a great A3 skill where it has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, which is going to allow a lot of your damage dealers to do even more damage. She works well with a lot of damage dealers out there, and she's also very versatile, can be a very early champion for dungeons and arena teams, and at the end game still holds some value, some rare secret rooms and a doom tower as well. So War Maiden, very, very good champion to build and very easily accessible from just farming your normal campaign missions. And like War Maiden. Bella was a character that we had on our previous account, also have him unlocked on this account. Now for the unlock, we use a promo code welcome gift, all one word. That also included 11 Void Brews, 100,000 silver, 3 rare books as well. So make sure you use that code if you haven't done that already. But Tagoar is good. He can be used as a campaign farmer. Now, if you use Kale as your starter champion, Kale is a better campaign farmer, but Tagoar can be used as an alternate campaign farmer as well. Also has a lot of wave control. You could use an effective wave clear control champion in the game. All of his attacks, every one of his attacks, are an AoE attack. His basic, his secondary attack, his third attack, all AoE. So that is a great use case for Tagoar. And he is very easy to book because he is a rare champion like the rest of these characters. So very easy to upgrade his skills and get all the books for Tagoar. So very, very good early game champion. Moving on to the Dark Elves, there's a lot of great rare champions in the Dark Elves, and that's not even including Kale. I'm not including any of the starter champions on this list because I figure you're gonna get those anyway if you're starting a new account. But to go along with Kale and potentially use in these faction wars, one of the best rare champions in the game, one of my favorite rare character from my old account is Coldheart. Very, very strong character. She has Heat Seeker. This is one of the best moves in the game. It attacks one enemy, decreases the target turn meter by 100%, so it removes all their turn meter. Also has a 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, but damage increases according to enemy max HP. So the stronger your enemies are, the stronger this attack is going to be, which means that in mid game, late game, Coldheart's still going to be a very, very strong champion. And then on her A1, she has a heal reduction. So she can deliver a 4-hit combo, applies a 100% heal reduction debuff, and makes it ideal for a lot of the bosses out there that you need to face. So Coldheart, this is a character that you should be very, very happy if you end up pulling Coldheart because it's a very good champion here. Painkeeper is another great rare dark elf that is a great pairing with Kill for the faction wars, but very strong skill here. Decrease the cooldowns of all ally skills by 1 turn, so makes all allies go even faster. And as you book this skill up, the cooldown goes down even more, so you can use this even more often. Has a very strong A2 with attacks all enemies, heals all allies by 15% of her max health. So very, very good in a lot of these unkillable teams. And Painkeeper is also very, very strong for the clan boss as well. And this is a character that you're probably gonna use mid game, maybe even late game as well. And another great rare dark elf, which will be great on an unkillable team, is Paragon, because this move places an unkillable buff and a 25% increased attack buff on an ally for 2 turns. As you book this up, the cooldowns go even more. So 2-turn cooldown on a buff that lasts for 2 turns, very, very strong. And you could use it to kill a lot of these late stage dungeon bosses, things like that. Also attacks a random enemy 3 times. Each is a 30% chance of placing a heal reduction debuff, decreased attack debuff for 2 turns, and damage inflicted is proportional to defense. So this is a character that you want to build as far as defense, putting a lot of defensive stats, but very, very strong character that you might want to build if you pull this character. Frozen Banshee is another great rare character. She is all based around poison. She has this poison sensitivity debuff that she can place on characters. It lasts for 2 turns, does have a 5-turn cooldown that you can reduce by booking up this skill, but when you use the A1, it has a 80% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns if the target is under a poison sensitivity debuff. So all that is very, very good. Now also increases ally accuracy in all battles by 35%, which means that they have a higher chance of placing these debuffs on characters as well. Also fills turn meters of all allies by 2% for each debuff on the target. So the more debuffs you can apply, the better turn meter they're gonna get. So really, really good character that you could build up if you do pull Frozen Banshee. And one of the best speed clears for end game farming is Renegade. One of the reasons Renegade is such a good character, decreases the cooldown of all ally skills by 2 turns. So really, really strong. Now this skill does not affect the champion. This champion or other champions with this skill, this champion will receive damage equal to 30% of their max HP. So it is a big risk using this move, but it can kill this champion, but is very, very strong move. And if you pair this champion with characters like Coldheart that has that big Heat Seeker move, gonna do a lot of damage, especially if you're reducing the cooldown of Heat Seeker. You can do that over and over and over. Very, very strong champion, but generally you want Renegade to be the slowest on your team so you can get the resets after the main abilities have been used. So those are my picks for the top rare champions in Raid Shadow Legends right now. But are there any I forgot? Let me know down in the comments if I forgot any rare champions that you've been using that are very, very effective for you. And of course, if you want to get 4 free epic champions, make sure you use my download link in the description or scan the QR code up there and get your free epic champions. Uugo is an awesome champion. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.